If the moon moves entire oceans, what do you think it could do to you? The moon, this enigmatic beacon in the sky, has been our companion for at least 4.5 billion years. It's not just a rock suspended in space. It pulses, changes, attracts. When bathed in sunlight, it can reach scorching temperatures above 100 degrees Celsius. And when it plunges into the darkness of space, it drops to 175 degrees. Yet, it remains there, orbiting the Earth and spinning around itself with almost mystical precision. 27 days, 7 hours and 43 minutes. And in this perfect cycle, it carves out 4 phases, each lasting about 7 days. And with each of these phases, something in us also changes. It raises the oceans, controls the tides, and perhaps moves our deepest emotions, silently, like an invisible emotional tide. It's not new knowledge. The moon has a gigantic influence on Earth. The gravitational force it exerts is primarily responsible for the tides. This colossal movement that causes billions of tons of water to shift every day, creating huge volumes on the side of the planet closest to it. But the moon's influence goes far beyond that. It also helps maintain the tilt of the Earth's axis, ensuring the climatic stability that allows life as we know it today. Without it, the poles could shift chaotically, and the climate would be a real nightmare. And here comes the inevitable question. If the moon can move oceans, influence the climate, and control the dance of the tides, why wouldn't it affect us? After all, we are made of more than 70% water, and our bodies are liquid universes in constant motion. It was exactly this question that led modern scientists to dive into this mystery. Recent studies, some led by prominent figures like Dr. Horacio de la Iglesia, a professor of biology at the University of Washington, began investigating the effects of the moon on sleep, mood, and even human mental health. During a fascinating conversation, Dr. Horacio, along with Dr. David Vargo, a professor of psychology at Vanderbilt University and researcher at Harvard Medical School, shared surprising discoveries. Sleep lab analyses showed that even in completely dark environments, people's brain patterns change according to the moon's phases. For example, they discovered that 3 to 5 days before the full moon, human sleep tends to be shorter, lighter, and harder to initiate. Our ancestors, who depended on natural light to hunt, gather food, or protect themselves from predators, probably adjusted their routines based on the available moonlight. A primitive instinct that somehow still pulses within us. And science goes further. During full and new moons, the alignment between the sun, moon, and Earth triggers what are called the maximum tides, that is, the highest peaks of high and low waters on Earth. And during this exact period, scientists observed peaks in human sleep disturbances, as if our bodies were responding to the call of gravity, while also recording almost imperceptible electromagnetic variations. But the focus on this phenomenon is not only from modern science. Since ancient times, yoga masters in India, Thailand, and China have reported how the human body reacts to each lunar phase. In ancient practices like Hatha Yoga, the very name carries meaning. Ha means sun, Dha means moon, an eternal balance between opposing yet complementary energies. During the conversation, Sadhguru, one of the most respected spiritual masters today, shared a powerful reflection. The moon doesn't just affect the physical ocean, but also the emotional ocean inside each of us. He explained that women have always had a direct connection with the lunar cycles, mainly due to the synchronicity with the menstrual cycle, which also lasts about 29 days. And that, according to yogic tradition, the gradual distancing of the moon from the earth, a real phenomenon already confirmed by science, could one day drastically affect human reproductive cycles. Sadhguru himself reminded us, if one day, in a distant future, the moon disappears, the earth will lose its stability, and life as we know it will slowly cease to exist. Until then, what we can already perceive is that the phases of the moon can amplify emotional states. During the full moon, for example, if you're happy, you may feel even more euphoric. If you're anxious, anxiety may intensify. If you're in a moment of introspection, you might feel a stronger desire to meditate or isolate. In practical terms, the moon influences even our hormonal production, neurotransmitters, and neurological balance. It's no coincidence that in hospitals, emergency shifts register an increase in psychiatric cases, emotional outbursts, and even births, precisely on full moon nights. In the world of yoga, there are even specific practices for each lunar phase. For example, during the new moon, it's a period of withdrawal, introspection, the ideal time to plan, reflect, and plant new intentions. A fertile ground, ready to receive ideas and projects. During the waxing moon, energy expands. It's time to put plans into action, make decisions, sign contracts, initiate movement. Everything seems to gain strength and direction. During the full moon, the peak, emotions are at their height. It's the time to reap the fruits, to celebrate, to express what you feel, whether through art, music, dance, or simply the joy of being alive. And during the waning moon, the low tide, the cycle begins to slow down, inviting detachment, emotional cleansing, the closing of cycles, preparing the ground for everything to start again. This dance between light and shadow, between withdrawal and expansion, teaches us that just like the tides, we too go through highs and lows, and that's okay. It's part of it. The truth is, whether you want to or not, even unconsciously, you are being influenced by the moon, your sleep, your mood, your mental health, your energy. All of this pulses in tune with this satellite that, night after night, watches in silence. As we follow along, unaware, the invisible choreography that it dictates in the sky and within us. So, have you noticed any changes in yourself on full moon nights? Have you noticed that messed up sleep, that unexplained anxiety, or even that inexplicable desire to do something new? Tell us here in the comments. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to the Curiosity Prohibited channel, and if you want to dive deeper into the invisible forces surrounding us, I recommend watching our video on the deepest mysteries of the ocean. Because, just like the moon, the sea also hides secrets that go far beyond what we imagine. See you in the next video.